Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist, he was a philosopher, innovator, and cultural icon who revolutionized the way we think about combat. His creation, Jeet Kune Do, JKD, was not merely a style, but a fluid system of principles designed to adapt, evolve, and overcome. At the heart of JKD lies one of its most powerful frameworks, the 5 ways of attack. These 5 methods are not techniques in the traditional sense. They are strategic concepts that guide how a fighter engages with an opponent. They emphasize timing, deception, adaptability, and efficiency, qualities that made Bruce Lee's approach so devastatingly effective. Let's dive deep into each of these 5 ways, explore their applications, and understand how they continue to influence martial arts today. One single direct attack, SDA. Definition: a single direct attack is a straightforward, non-telegraphed strike aimed at exploiting an opening in the opponent's defense. It's the purest form of offense, clean, fast, and efficient. Key characteristics: no feints or setups, delivered with maximum speed and precision, often used when the opponent is off balance or distracted. Strategic insight: Bruce Lee emphasized simplicity and directness. The SDA embodies this philosophy. It's about recognizing a moment of vulnerability and capitalizing on it instantly. Whether it's a jab, a side kick, or a finger jab to the eyes, the goal is to strike before the opponent can react. Example: imagine your opponent drops their guard for a split second. A lightning-fast jab to the face or a front kick to the midsection can end the exchange before it begins. 2. Attack by combination, ABC. Definition: attack by combination involves a series of strikes delivered in rapid succession. The idea is to overwhelm the opponent's defenses and create openings through pressure and unpredictability. Key characteristics: multiple strikes, e.g., jab cross hook. Targets different levels, head, body, legs, forces the opponent to react and make mistakes. Strategic insight: Bruce Lee believed in economy of motion. ABC uses this principle by chaining attacks that flow naturally from one to the next. It's not just about throwing punches, it's about crafting sequences that manipulate the opponent's reactions. Example: a boxer might throw a jab to the head, followed by a cross to the body, then a hook to the head. Each strike sets up the next, probing for weaknesses. 3. Progressive indirect attack, PIA. Definition: a progressive indirect attack is a deceptive strategy that uses feints and misdirection to draw the opponent's defense and then strike elsewhere. Key characteristics: begins with a fake or misleading movement, redirects to a different target, exploits the opponent's reaction. Strategic insight: this method is psychological warfare. Bruce Lee understood that fighting isn't just physical, it's mental. PIA manipulates the opponent's expectations, causing them to commit to defending the wrong area. Example: you feint a low kick, causing your opponent to drop their guard, then immediately follow with a high roundhouse kick to the head. 4. Hand immobilization attack, HIA. Definition: hand immobilization attack involves trapping or controlling the opponent's limbs to create openings for strikes. It's a hallmark of close-range combat and Wing Chun influence in JKD. Key characteristics: uses tactile sensitivity, feeling the opponent's energy, controls or traps the opponent's arms, creates a momentary advantage for a strike. Strategic insight: Bruce Lee trained extensively in Wing Chun, where trapping hands is a core skill. HIA is about neutralizing the opponent's weapons. If they can't punch or block, they're vulnerable. Example: you parry your opponent's jab and simultaneously trap their lead arm against their body, opening a path for a straight punch or elbow strike. 5. Attack by drawing, ABD. Definition: Attack by drawing is a counteroffensive strategy where you deliberately expose a target to bait the opponent into attacking, and then counter their move. Key characteristics: involves calculated risk, requires excellent timing and reflexes, turns the opponent's aggression against them. Strategic insight: Bruce Lee was a master of timing. ABD is a chess move. It invites the opponent to make a mistake and punishes them for it. It's especially effective against aggressive fighters who overcommit. Example: you drop your lead hand slightly, tempting your opponent to throw a jab. As they commit, you slip the punch and counter with a cross or hook. The philosophy behind the 5 ways. Bruce Lee's genius wasn't just in identifying these 5 methods, it was in how he integrated them. He didn't see them as isolated tactics, but as a fluid arsenal. A fighter might begin with an SDA, transition into ABC, use PIA to confuse, trap with HIA, and finish with ABD. The key is adaptability. Lee famously said, "Be like water." These 5 ways reflect that ethos. Water doesn't resist. It flows, adapts, and finds the path of least resistance. In combat, this means switching strategies seamlessly based on the opponent's behavior. Legacy and influence. Bruce Lee's 5 ways of attack have transcended JKD. They're studied in boxing, MMA, self-defense, and even military combatives. Fighters like Anderson Silva, Georges St. Pierre, and Conor McGregor have used these principles, whether knowingly or intuitively, to dominate opponents. Lee's framework gave martial artists a vocabulary for strategy. Instead of memorizing thousands of techniques, they could focus on concepts that apply across styles and situations. Conclusion: the art of the adaptive warrior. Bruce Lee's 5 ways of attack are more than fighting tactics. They are a philosophy of movement, awareness, and adaptability. They teach us that combat is not rigid. It's dynamic, fluid, and deeply personal. Whether you're a seasoned martial artist or a curious beginner, these 5 methods offer a roadmap to understanding not just how to fight, but how to think about fighting. They remind us that the best fighters aren't the ones with the most techniques. They were the ones who know how to use the right strategy at the right time. Bruce Lee's legacy lives on in every jab, feint, trap, and counter. His 5 ways of attack remain a timeless guide for anyone seeking mastery, not just in combat, but in life. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.